I'm Mr. Osondu and I'm Bibi's mentor.
Mentoring? Oh, Ossie. Is that what we're calling it now? Is mentoring the new code for spending 3 nights a week at my place?
She's delusional, Your Honor. She's unstable. I love my wife. This woman is just a lonely girl who can't handle being single.
Your Honor, if I'm unstable, then Ossie here is a world-class architect. He told me she was a bad wife who didn't want to put him in charge of her assets and has refused to move out of her family home. He even gave me this. Welcome to Gavel and Gist, the courtroom series. Is it just me, or today looks like it's gonna be tense? Well, let's jump right into it. Mrs. Osondu is suing Ms. Bibi for intentional infliction of emotional distress, public humiliation and impersonation, retraction of public posts, and a paid 2-week trip to Ibiza to cool off due to the emotional distress caused.
I swear today go long.
You guys should be ordered before I order you out of my courtroom. The original Mrs. Osondu, let's have your claim. Your Honor, I am not here out of spite. I identify as Mrs. Osondu. I am here for the restoration of my identity. This woman didn't just seek my husband's attention. She stepped into my skin. She goes to places registered in my husband and I's name and identify as Mrs. Osondu. Apparently, she has been visiting these places with my husband, and our mutual friends have seen them together. Why is Mr. Osondu not a co-defendant? Why are you suing just Ms. Bibi? Whenever I bring up the discussion, my husband trivializes it and acts like the girl is a charity case and he's trying to help her. I have my reservations about it, but I'm yet to get concrete evidence to back it up before I sue him. Nothing incriminating yet. So before I sue him, I want to deal with this babe for impersonating me. If she wants to date a married man, she should use her senses. But using my name to gain entry in places my husband and I are known? Acting like I'm no longer in the picture? Nah, I won't take that. Imagine my shock when the reception of the guest house we use informed me that a Mrs. Osondu just checked out of the room. I was dumbfounded, discombobulated, and utterly disgraced because my friends were there. It was supposed to be a weekend distress with my girls. Wonderful. Ms. Bibi, how do you respond to the charge of false representation? Not, Your Honor, I did not break into anyone's marriage. I was invited. The first day I spoke to Mr. Osondu was after a lecture. I was going through a breakup. I wasn't hiding it. I don't hide my relationships. I've never hidden them. Anyway, he approached me. He asked if I was okay, and from there we got talking. Once again, I did not pursue a married man. I only engaged with a man who told me he was no longer in a marriage. And he didn't just tell me that once. So how did this closeness get to the point where you identify as his wife? I struggle with being alone. I have since I was younger. When I leave a relationship, I don't know how to sit in silence. I attach quickly. I need to always have a partner. And it has come to my realization that I unconsciously seek validation through intimacy. That is something I am working on though. I'm in therapy. But emotional dependency is not a crime. As for the identity thing, yes, I use Osondu online, but it's because he called me that. He introduced me in places using that name. He gave me permission to use it for reservations, for entry, and so on. So I decided to use it on my post too. It's called branding. Doors open because he opened them. If I was reckless, Your Honor, I was reckless with consent. I stand with Bibi. Wow, once again, this is tough. Mrs. Osondu, I don't think you need a witness any longer. She has attested and confirmed your claim. To you, Miss Bibi, do you have a witness? Yes, I do. In fact, my witness is Mr. Osondu, my Aussie. Who are you and what is your relationship to the defendant?
I'm Mr. Osondu and I'm Bibi's mentor.
Mentoring? Oh, Aussie. Is that what we're calling it now? Is mentoring the new code for spending 3 nights a week at my place?
She's delusional, Your Honor. She's unstable. I love my wife. This woman is just a lonely girl who can't handle being single.
Your Honor, if I'm unstable, then Aussie here is a world-class architect. He told me she was a bad wife who didn't want to put him in charge of her assets and has refused to move out of her family home. He even gave me this. He said, as soon as the legacy property settles the paperwork, I'll get a bigger one on your finger. But since he wants to play mentor, 2 can play the game. I have more proof.
I can't wait to be rid of that woman so I can be with my Mrs. Osondu.
Wow!
Bibi, shut up! Shut up! You're twisting things. That video was a joke. It was a celebratory atmosphere after a difficult exam.
You should have been a stand-up, not an MBA student. Because your comedic timing is impeccable, Aussie.
Oh, this is a violation of privacy. She's manipulative. She forced me to say those things, and that if I didn't play along, she'd ruin my reputation. I was under duress.
Please, under duress? You're dancing in your underwear in that video.
I was trying to de-escalate her. It's a psychological tactic. Your Honor, my wife. Ifeoma, darling, you know how these young girls are today. They see a successful man and they create a fantasy. She's obsessed. She probably edited those voice notes with AI. I am the victim here. My wife is suing her. And she's trying to take me down with her. Because she knows she's lost. She's a parasite. She's a
Chuka. You're suing me for impersonation? Sue him! He's the one running a double cast production of The Real Housewives of Lagos. Clock it! Order! Bibi, bring down your voice before I charge you for perjury. Mrs. Osondu, I'm sure there must be a lot going on. But what do you have to say about all of these new discoveries? I think I have enough to build a very strong case against him. Only parasite in this room is the man who spent my money on a diamond ring for a girl he's now calling unstable in a court of law. You're embarrassing. I believe the court has seen quite enough mentorship for one day. Nothing is funny. Mr. Osondu, you may leave. We'll take a break and come back for verdict. Hello, my darlings. Welcome to Gavel and Gist, the courtroom series, where we serve you the hottest cases. I'll hear the case. I'll give my ruling. But you'll decide if I got it right. So subscribe, like, click the bell, and after every episode, who really deserve to win. Exactly. This court has sat through many dramas. However, I am here to rule on the suit brought by Mrs. Osondu against the defendant, Ms. Bibi. Ms. Bibi, your defense that you believe the position of Mrs. Osondu was vacant is noted, but it does not excuse the public appropriation of another woman's legal identity. You did not just date a man, you attempted to wear his wife's life like a stolen coat. Whether you were led there by Mr. Osondu's lies or your own thirst for attachment is secondary to the public confusion you caused. On the matter of emotional distress, Mrs. Osondu has made it clear she is not seeking damages for a broken heart. She is seeking damages for a broken protocol. The court recognizes that the primary responsibility for marital fidelity lies entirely with the husband, Mr. Osondu. He is the one who took the vows. Ms. Bibi is a stranger to that contract. Therefore, the court finds in favor of the plaintiff, Mrs. Osondu, and orders the following. Ms. Bibi is ordered to immediately delete every social media post, photo, and tag where she referred to herself as Mrs. Osondu or implied she held that legal title. Ms. Bibi shall issue a public statement pinned to her social media profile for 30 days, acknowledging that Mrs. Osondu is the sole holder of that name and apologizing for the identity confusion. Ms. Bibi is to have zero contact, physical, digital, or through third parties with Mr. Chuka Osondu. Lastly, since Mr. Osondu saw fit to fund a double life using marital funds, the court orders Ms. Bibi to sell the diamond ring, and the proceeds from that ring shall be used to fund a one-week all-expenses-paid trip to Ibiza for Mrs. Osondu. Court is adjourned. I'm not a villain. I know I have my flaws, but I refuse to be gaslighted. Am I crazy? Because I'm about to sponsor that baby girl to come on the Ibiza trip with me. He made her look foolish and left with nothing. I can build an alliance on that. And for the ring, it is mine. If she's ready to tell the truth, I'm ready to listen. He just underestimated two women with nothing left to lose, and I'm coming for every penny he's got. Welcome back, my darlings.